fellow delegates of ECOSOC and the Russian Federation. This resolution is like a polo. It's got a big hole in the middle of it. However, this is primarily due to the fact that we are the Economic and Social Council, ladies and gentlemen. As Cape Verde quite clearly pointed out, this resolution does very little to address the social development side of what is in fact a resolution to do with poverty and inequality. Would the delegates not agree that perhaps poverty and inequality might possibly be social issues? Clauses 1 and 2, for example, outline things that should be done in relation to trade policies, but these do not, they're not to do with reducing poverty, and B, in this delegate's opinion, they're not actually doing anything at all. Furthermore, Clause 3C it's not only on the verge of infringing on some countries' national sovereignty, but it's essentially suggesting that tariff peaks should be fixed worldwide. Now, to some extent, this is actually contradicting the main submit of the UK's own personal policies, and could perhaps almost be considered one happy step towards communism. Furthermore, how many countries in this room would genuinely agree to fixing tariff peaks worldwide? Let's ask that question, ladies and gentlemen.
So, could you please come to your closing remarks?
Certainly. My closing remarks stand thus. This resolution reminds me of a giant ship. That ship is the Titanic, ladies and gentlemen. It's expensive, ladies and gentlemen. It looks exciting, ladies and gentlemen. But, ladies and gentlemen, we know it is going to sink. So, therefore, I urge you all to vote against this resolution. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Clapping is not in order at this time. Neither is laughing. Sorry. There's been a point of order on the floor. Delegate, please rise and state your point.
Is it in order for the delegate of Indonesia to insult so many countries in here for the second time in this conference?
Absolutely. May the delegate of Indonesia reply to the point of order.
No, that is not in order, delegates, and the delegate has not personally insulted any one of the delegates, and even if he has done so, there can be nothing done. There can be no public apologies. Nothing can be done about that. So if you would like to request an apology from the delegates of Indonesia, then please do so personally or through no form. Thank you. Delegates. Delegate opens any points of information.
The delegate of Indonesia is open to as many points of information as time allows, but not from Russia, I hear.
The delegate has opened himself up to points of information. Are there any on the floor at this time? Delegate? Iraq? Delegates, please remain quiet. Delegates of WTO and WMO, recognized. Delegate, please don't proceed until the House is quiet.
Delegate, the word transparency is used so much within this resolution, but do you not feel that there is a danger here of upsetting so many countries by having this idea of transparency throughout it?
Indonesia is in complete agreement with Iraq on this one. This delegate believes that transparency is only going to be a step backwards in what so far has been a very innovative and proactive conference in the ECOSOC Commission. Therefore, this delegate is in complete agreement with Iraq, stating that transparency is more likely to offend countries rather than encourage them. Thank you.
Does the delegate of Indonesia have any idea what the Doha Development Agenda consists of? And if he does, could he elaborate? Thank you.
Sadly, Indonesia remains, to put it briefly, in the dark about the DDA, and would therefore, like any countries who know much about this mysterious agenda, to comment on it where they feel necessary. Thank you.
Thank you.
Could the delegate put it more in layman's terms, an analogy, something more elementary, perhaps?
Delegate, please rephrase the question.
Delegate, could you please rephrase the question, and could you please stick to the content of the
Yes.
resolution?
I did not understand the way you described why you don't like the resolution very much.
The delegate of Indonesia believes that when discussing why one should vote for or against a resolution, it should be done in perhaps a memorable way. A way in which people will remember why we should vote against this resolution, ladies and gentlemen. Vote against it because it is transparent, as Iraq said. Vote against it because it doesn't deal with social development, as Cape Verde said. Vote against it because Indonesia believes that there is a massive hole in it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. Could the delegate